Welcome back. Uganda-South Sudan border tension remain despite no fighting. Before we proceed, if you are new to Changfied YouTube channel, I would like you to the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Well, our latest story today takes us to Changfied County in central Equatorial State, where local officials say the security situation remains uncertain. Despite the absence of active fighting along the South Sudan-Uganda border, although guns are no longer firing, leaders on the ground say the danger has not completely disappeared. Many residents continue to worry because soldiers from both countries remain stationed near the disputed border area. Local authorities believe that unless the situation is handled carefully, new fighting could happen again. Well, let us take a look. Let us take a closer look at what is happening there. The commissioner of Changfied County, Wani Jackson Mule, say there has been no new fighting between the South Sudan People Defense Forces or SSPDF and the Uganda People Defense Forces, commonly known as the UPDF. According to the commissioner, the situation is calmer than it was during the recent clashes. However, he stressed that calm does not necessarily mean the problem has been solved. He explained that soldiers from both countries are still positioned near the border. As long as army forces remain facing each other, there is always a possibility that tension could rise again. For this reason, local authorities continue to monitor the situation closely. The commissioner urged people not to ignore the risk simply because there is currently no exchange of gunfire. Peace, he said, requires more than silence. It also requires trust, communication, and cooperation. The commissioner also reported seeing additional Ugandan soldiers arriving near the border. According to him, these new troops appear only recently. At this time, officials do not know the exact reason for their deployment. It is not yet clear whether these soldiers were sent to replace forces already stationed there or whether they were sent to increase military strength in the area. Without official confirmation, many questions remain unanswered. Whenever people see more soldiers arriving near a disputed border, it naturally creates concern among nearby communities. Residents began asking whether another conflict could begin. Even if no fighting takes place, uncertainty can create fear among families living close to the border. Many people remember previous clash and hope they will not experience similar violence again. The current tension follows serious security incident that took place recently in Liwolo Payam. According to South Sudanese authority, Uganda forces carried out an attack near an SSPDF military position close to the border. The incident forced many civilians to leave their homes in search of safety. Families fled with very little notice. Some left behind their houses, farms, livestock, and personal belongings. Local officials reported that thousands of civilians were displaced during the incident. For many families, displacement brings many hardship. Parents struggle to provide food for their children. Children may miss school. Access to clean water, health care, and shelter often become more difficult. Communities that were already facing economic challenge suddenly find themselves dealing with new humanitarian problem. Following the incident, leaders from South Sudan and Uganda agreed that dialogue was necessary. Officials from both governments met in the Uganda city of Arua. The purpose of the meeting was to reduce tension and prevent further violence. During the discussion, representatives from both countries agreed to strengthen cooperation on border security. They also discussed ways to improve communication between their security forces. The agreement was welcomed by many people because peaceful dialogue is usually considered the best way to resolve disagreement between neighboring countries. And instead of allowing military tension to grow, both governments choose to meet and discuss possible solutions. Many citizens hope this discussion will continue. Good communication between neighboring countries can reduce misunderstanding and lower the risk of future conflict. Border regions are often among the most difficult areas to manage when you look at it. In some places, the exact borderline has not yet been fully agreed upon or clearly marked. When boundaries remain unclear, misunderstanding can happen. Security forces from neighboring countries may have different interpretation of where the border is located. These situations require careful communication and cooperation. International experts often encourage neighboring countries to use dialogue, joint committee, and technical survey to settle border questions peacefully. Doing so help prevent unnecessary conflict and protect civilians living nearby. Whenever tension rises along a border, ordinary citizens usually suffer the most. Many families living in border communities depend on farming, fishing, small businesses, and local market. Conflict interrupts this daily activity. Farmers may become afraid to work in their field. Traders may stop transporting goods. School and health facilities may temporarily close if security become unstable. Young children are especially affected when families are forced to leave their homes. Many humanitarian organizations have repeatedly emphasized the importance of protecting civilians during period of conflict. Communities also need to continue access to food, health care, education, and humanitarian assistance. The sooner stability returns, the sooner families can rebuild their life. South Sudan and Uganda have shared many years of cooperation. The two countries work together in areas such as trade, transportation, regional security, and humanitarian support. Thousands of people across the border for business. They cross the border for business, education, medical treatment, and families visit. Because of this close connection, maintaining peaceful relationship with benefit both countries. A strong cooperation also support economic growth. When border remain peaceful, business can continue operating. Goods can move more easily between markets. Communities on both sides of the border are able to continue their normal daily life. This is why many regional leaders continue encouraging dialogue whenever disagreement arises. Peaceful solutions usually create better long-term results than military confrontation. Although no new fighting has been reported, authorities will continue monitoring development. Security officials from both countries are expected to maintain communication as they implement the agreement reached during a recent meeting. Local communities will also be watching closely. Many residents hope soldiers from both sides will eventually reduce their presence and that lasting peace will return to the border. Citizens want reassurance that they can live without fear. Parents want their children to attend school safely. Farmers want to cultivate their land without worrying about violence. Business owners want to continue trading across the border peacefully. These hopes are shared by many people throughout the region. Today's news report highlights three important developments taking place in South Sudan. First, we report on several opposition politicians in Eastern Equatorial State. Second, we discuss President Salva Kiir Mayardit, a strong call for action to end the ongoing cash shortage of affecting banks across South Sudan. And finally, we look at the security situation along the South Sudan-Uganda border. Although fighting has stopped for now, local leaders remain concerned because military forces are still positioned across the border or across the disputed area. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.